This is Somerset Farms by Steve's Mods. It's 194.65 megabytes to download. The description says Somerset Farms, which is based on various places around UK. This map has 50 fields. This map has 5 animal yards, custom lighting XML, collectables, UK license plates built into the map, has a lake where you can get water, BGA area, what you can also use as placeable area. So let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where you start off in all 3 modes. This is the map. This is Somerset Farms. It's not a huge map, as you can see. On console would go out maximum to this square, but we are mainly focused in on this area here. In new farmer mode, which is what I am in, we are down here. We start off with all this, which is basically your farmyard, which is kind of split across the road from each other, and we get 3 fields, 27, 24 and 21. Now, to buy those areas in the other 2 modes, the farm area all comes as one chunk. That's 95,000, just over. Field 27, 63,000. 24 is 41,000 and 21 is 68,000. The field prices aren't too bad because they're not huge fields. It's not a huge map. I think 46 was the biggest and most expensive. That is 207,312. And then we've got small ones like 23 down here by our farm, 24 grand, just over. There's a few bits of forestry areas, quite a huge chunk there for 135,000. And then there is the farm areas, which it talks about, or yards with animal pens on. So obviously we start off with one in new farmer mode down here. We've got cows on our main farm. There is a horse kind of farm here, which I'll talk about when we get to them all a bit better. There's a pig one there. There's a sheep one there, but that is only 4, I hear you say. Over here, field 14, it all comes in one chunk. I'll buy it now, actually. It is 82,104. So if we buy that, chicken coop pasture appears. So you have got the 5th animal pen there. There is a BGA here as well, as part of this plot where the animal dealer is. You need to buy that land and then you will own the BGA. I don't have enough money now. I will take a loan out when we get to that area and I'll buy that. But that's 152,304 and that will give you access to the BGA. The icon will appear on the map over there. What else do I need to tell you about? I think that's pretty much it. I won't go through all the field prices, obviously. Don't normally do that. What I'm going to do is tour around this way. Now, when I first looked at this, I was hoping we could do a sort of loop like that and finish over here. But when we get up here by the pig farm, this track stops here. So what I'm going to do is be a bit naughty and cut through here. I don't know why they didn't sort of continue a track on through there, because a track begins again there, obviously to gain access to the fields. So we can rejoin this track, go to the sheep pen, and the same here. We're going to cut through the hedge there and then rejoin this track, just to save us sort of going backwards and forwards too much. A couple of things to note: there is no sleep trigger on here, which is pretty cool because some of the animal farms have got houses on them, so it gives you the option there if you want to. There's no workshop on here at all, not even down at the shop, not that I could figure out. And there is also a few sell points are not available for some crop types. I mean, grapes and olives, not too much of a big issue in my eyes because they wouldn't be hugely popular over here, especially olives in the UK. It's supposed to be a UK map. But when we come down to the likes of eggs, wool and milk, there's nothing. Especially, you know, having the animal pens already on the map, There's no space to sell those, so I just thought that was a bit odd. As you can see, because I've bought the chicken pasture, that does appear. That is missing normally. It's kind of a hidden one, but you will show up sheep, cow, pig and horse barn in this menu. You can use all the animal pens without owning the land. Obviously, to buy to access the chicken pasture, you need to buy that land. There is contracts available on the other fields. There is no production change that we own to start with, but technically there is only two. There's only the BG8 and a sawmill. I didn't show you the sawmill. There is 100 collectibles to collect. They're worth 1,000 each. They are pretty much in your face, most of them. You'll see in a second. And that pretty much is it. The sawmill is over here. So we've got a sawmill and obviously your wood chip out point as well. So that's the only two production chains per se on the map. On our farm area, we've got a farm silo, we've got a fuel tank, and we've got a lime, if I can click on it, a lime buy point, which is pretty good, and obviously the cow pasture as well. We do have another farm silo over here. Now, I'm not 100% sure of the capacities of these silos, but if you click on the picture like that, that is showing the same style as this one. Now, I'm wondering if they are this fella here, the £147,000 worth one, and that is the 800,000 litre capacity. They are both only standard crop types silos, so they're not multi-fruits. So that is that to point out. The only modded in thing I could see was in containers. I'm not sure why. We've got, this is the base game medium petrol tank, as you can see. If we scroll along to the end, that's the only thing that I could see added in. So nothing major really there. The painting, there is a couple of different textures added in. We've got this farm plate, I'll show you that a bit better in a minute, which is pretty cool texture. I like that. Animal mud 2, asphalt, dirt, forest ground, grass, gravel, gravel dirt, gravel moss, new gravel and riverbed, and that is it. I think that is all that bit out of the way. So we start off here. We do have a farmhouse, but like I say, no sleep trigger, so you don't have to have that as your farmhouse. If I just whiz around the back, you can see that texture, which is this one, which is pretty cool. It's like a concrete sort of brushed, tamped look. Quite a cool feature. I do like these walls as well. It's got some nice lighting, as it said in the description, custom lighting. All the sky looks really nice. It's got some nice features on here. Right, into our farm area. We've got all our bits and bobs. We'll go through the equipment. I'll just have a whiz round so you can see it. This is our lime station, where you can buy your lime from. And as you can see, look, these collectibles are quite in your face. They're everywhere. A couple of sheds with more of equipment, and then we've got this shed here. This is the only door in and out of this shed. This is where tractors and harvester is. So let's go through the slot counts now before we go across the road. It is the same in all three modes. It is 749 slots. The only difference being in Farm Manager and Start from Scratch, you don't start off with any land. So it's 749. Do start off with quite a decent amount of equipment. We get 3 tractors, as you just saw. So we've got the small tractors, the Case Maxim CVX 115. Medium tractors, we've got the McCormick. Then we've got a large tractor, Case Magnum 340 CVX drive. Got Russell Mash harvester, class trailer you just saw, header for your Russell Mash, Kverneland plough, got tedder, fertilizer spreader. It's all base game equipment. The Hardy spraying setup, got Amazon planter, seeder, the power harrow that does hook up with the seeder, so you can go both at the same time. Cultivator, we've got this windrower, a baler, it's not a bale wrapper, a bale loader, front loader with 3 different attachments. You've got a bale sort of fork, pallet fork and a bucket. Header trailer for your header, and we've got a 10 winkle 2.5 ton weight, and that is it. So you do start off with a decent amount of equipment. In terms of slot count to get it down, now I had a bit of trouble trying to sell things. You can sell off obviously all the equipment I've just shown you. If you were to do that, you can get the slot count down to 570, which is quite a drop from 749. The lowest I got it down to was 552, but that involved buying the land where the BGA is, and you can sell the BGA. Some of the animal pens you can sell, some of the things remain. I'll talk about it as we go through. The only thing I could sell on our farm, you can't sell any of these sheds. Trying to click on them, you can't sell the lime station. The only thing that would come up to sell is the fuel tank, and I sold that off and I got it down from 570 to 568, so there's only 2 slots difference, so hardly worth it. So yeah, some of the things you can and can't sell, it's a little bit hit and miss. But across the little track there, we've got this area. There is the fuel tank. That will hold 10,000 litres. You will have to fill it up. It is empty. Got sheds, open sheds with some of our equipment. As you can see, loads of collectibles. In your face. Some over there. Absolutely loads. There's our bell trailer, and then over here this is our farm silo. So obviously you tip in there, you pipe out. We do have a bunker silo just there as well, and then behind us this is our cow barn or pasture. So you got your milk collection point just there. Can open the gates. We've got our slurry collection point just there. And then all your feed and your straw triggers are just through the middle here. And then your dialogue box is just here. This will hold 150 cows. Some of the animal pens, the cows will appear out here. I think they do go inside as well. But some of the animal pens aren't completely fenced off. Like you've got this gap here in the hedge, obviously, to access this field. But then it goes off around that corner as well. Now, I did put the cows in here and they all appeared out in this pasture here. So I'm guessing they've kind of been scripted or whatever you want to call it to not go in there. But I didn't test it long enough to see. But that is our farm. So let's go whizzing around. We'll grab one of the tractors. I think we'll just grab the small one. And we'll check out the rest of the map. Also, as you'll see in a second, if I can get out of here without crashing, on the back there we've got our custom UK platelet, which is pretty cool. I like that. But as I said, it is very sort of bright, colourful. It does definitely give you that UK feel. So we are going to head down this way, like I say, check out this as we go. I will refer to the map as we go as well, just so you know. There is no collisions on these hedges, but obviously these walls there will be. There's a few walls around, dotted around, as you'll see as we go round. But yeah, it's a pretty cool map. Like I say, it's got some nice cool features. So if we hook into here, we have got our shop. And there is no workshop trigger that I could find. But you got little things like this. This is probably using your slot count. This is actually, look, we've got the, you can't hook up to that. I tried it, but it's moving, look, when we bump into it. There's a shop menu there. Like I say, no workshop trigger. This is also your reset point as well back here. One thing I forgot to show you, and this did get me a little bit excited, when we click on the land to buy, we can buy the sort of outside periphery of the map. It's got a value of 0. Now I got a little bit excited thinking, wow, can you buy all this and expand out? But no, that has got collisions on the edge of the map. But some of the areas that you can buy, you've got decent sort of like the shop area we're in now, it's got decent sort of areas for you to place things down, if that makes sense. I do apologise if I seem like I'm rambling on and not seem to know what I'm doing, but if you're not aware, oh, that's a great start, that's brilliant. There we go, we're up. I've been away on holiday for almost 2 weeks, so I'm a little bit rusty, I think, doing the old map tours. If you follow the channel, you know I've been away. So yeah, apologies if I seem like I'm bumbling along. Seems like a long time ago that I did a map tour. Anyway, down here, as you can see, there's loads of little houses all around this map. And we do have this area here. Just got a few sheds on. Now, bear in mind we don't own this land, but there's a few of these sheds around the map as well. We can access these. So even though we don't own the land, we can gain access. There is no lights in any of the sheds, so something to note. It could be a little bit dark. And then just at the bottom of this track is the horse barn. That is separate to buy from that plot we've just been into. But it's a pretty cool area. Got a little bit of a training sort of centre going on. A little shed area. It's all standard animal pen here. This will hold 8 horses. So open that up, your feed and your straw in there. They will appear out here, but like I say again, there's no sort of barrier there, so it is open for the horses. Although they're not going to run out there, are they? We know they're not going to do that. Moving on from there. So yeah, you could buy this plot, have that as your house if you just wanted to go down the horse route. Although the horses in FS22 are not very profitable, are they? A little bit of a residential area going on here. But as you can see, pretty good sized fields for the sort of size of the map. We need to go down this way. So you can drive down there through the house and estate sort of thing there, but it's a dead end. But we do have a fuel station here where you can fill up. And if we take this track, avoiding the collectables just thrown on the floor, we'll come to that other silo and the first of our sale points. Like so, there's some sheds again down here, these ones, and we've got some with the doors, you can access them like I said. So there's your farm silo, you tip in, you pipe out, exactly the same. Now this does look like a bunker silo, but it is a sale point, and that is going to be one of your main sale points. This is Farm Store Bay 1, and then just behind us we have the first of 2 bale sale points on the map. This is All Spheres Stores bale sale point, just there, which is pretty smart. And then out of here again, back up to those crossroads. We need to go across the road, and there's a couple more sale points up there. I mean, there is plenty of room on the map to add some more sale points. if you wanted to, which you obviously will have to if you're going to want to sell wool and milk, eggs, etc. So I'm going to risk going straight across, hoping we don't get hit. There we go. Awesome. Into this area, and we've got the second bale sale point there, which is FSC Stores bale sale point. And then opposite that, we've got the second main sale point, and that is Cotswold Stores. So that really is your sale points. Obviously you can sell your wood at the sawmill. And we need to head on out this way. That road we're on now just carries on. You hit the dead end sort of the map, but we need to go into this area because this is where the pig farm is. This has got some quite quirky, funny features in here as well. It's quite smart. So again, like I said, there is a farmhouse on this one, so you could go down the pig route if you wanted to. Got a couple of sheds over there, and then this is our pig pasture. Again, it's got an open gate to it, but this is your dialogue box that will hold 400 pigs. They will appear out there. You've got a water trough there. Now this is a pasture, so it will not give you slurry or manure. And then your feed trough is just there, but look at this, there's like an old barbecue just abandoned in there, and there's a deck chair as well. I thought that was quite cool. Now I could sell this. It did let me sell this if I go up into build mode. If I click on them, see, we don't own this land, so it will let me sell that. If I sell that, all it does is get rid of these sort of sheds, huts, and the troughs, and that is it. The deck chair, the barbecue stays, this shed stays over here as well, so it doesn't completely get rid of everything on that area. So that's something you need to be aware of. We'll hop into the tractor and I'll spin round. I'll quickly show you where we've been and where we're going to sort of cut across now, just to make our lives a little bit easier. But it does have a very cool sort of distance texture, look, like that. It's got a definite UK vibe about it. Right, so we came out of our farm, we went across the road, did that bit, we came out across down in there into the shop, out down this track, checked out these sheds, and then down to the horse, and then up here across there. That's that residential area, fuel station, all the way down, farm silo and sale points, back up across the crossroads, these two sale points, back out. We're now at the pig farm. So like I say, we're going to cut through here, and you'll see roughly here where we sort of join the track. So it would have been quite cool, I think, to have a track. I mean, you could easily put one down yourself. There's plenty of room between the fields. But we are heading towards that building over there, that shed. It's just you'll have to put up with having a hedge sort of in the middle of your track if you do. But there's the track, look, we rejoin it. But like I said earlier, that's obviously there to gain access to those fields. But I'm only going this way for the sort of purpose of the tour, the quickness. Otherwise I would use the proper routes, wouldn't I? Right, in round here. Apologies for the camera angles, but there's a few trees in this area. Right, let's turn that engine off. So again, there's these doors, we can access those. We can go through this gate to access that field. So this is the sheep barn. That is where your wool will appear, just over here. This is our sheep barn. There's your dialogue box. So we'll hold 200 sheep. Feed troughs just in here. And again, because it's a pasture, we've got a water trough which is out here. There is a gate there to access that. like so. They will appear out here. This one is sort of penned in, excuse the pun, but there you go. That is our sheep pasture. We're going to do a bit of naughtiness again and cut through another hedge. So as you can see, there's a few trees as well scattered around. Some of those trees do come under the 0 land, so you can buy the land for £0. So there you go, we're cutting through there, and you can see the symbols there. That is going to be our chicken pasture, which again does have a house on the land, which is just there, which is pretty cool. And it also comes with that field over the back there beyond that hedge. So this gate trigger is a little bit fiddly. There it is. We've got a dialogue box there. 100 chickens. They will appear all out here in amongst the collectibles. We've got our feed trough over there, and right over in this far corner there's a bit of that concrete texture, and that is where your eggs are going to appear, just over there. So yeah, this comes with that field as well. So we came from the pigs all the way through there into the sheep area, along there, I cut across there, we rejoined that track, so we're now here. So like I say, that comes with field 14, like so. And we are going to head now to the BGA. I will have to add some money in so we can buy it, so you can see it. Oh, the engine was already running. I think these trees in front of us are part of the £0 area. So if I show you, yeah, so you could buy that for nothing. You could gain a decent amount of money back off of those trees. So just in here, got our BGA. The building obviously is there, but there's no triggers. And then we've also got our animal dealer with like a little office there as well, like so. So your dialogue box will be there. We should have all 5 of those appear because we've got them all. So yeah, right, let's get, how much do we need for this area? 152. So let's take out a bit of a loan, just so we've got enough to buy that area. That should do us. And then we'll buy that. Now as you can see, the BGA symbol appears on our map and all the symbols appear there. So it's pretty straightforward. And if we go into our production chains menu, it is there. So all you have to do is buy the land and that becomes yours. So that's the BGA. But like I said, that's a huge area as well to place things down if you wanted to put a slurry yard in there, anything like that. And just up on this side, the symbol is a bit huge. We've got a water point, so this lake you can fill up for your water. It does show on the map as being a water tank, but that is obviously the lake where you can fill up from. Then all we've got left is the sawmill. And that will be the map. Quite a cool little UK map. If we go down this track, and it's good as well because those trees are right next to your sawmill, so happy days. So there's your sawmill, sell your wood there, pull up. You can buy this as a production chain for 100 grand. And then over the back we've got our wood chip point as well. So nice and easy. And that, guys, is the map. That is Somerset Farms by Steve's Mods. if we were to take this left track, because that way it goes to a dead end. If I can get a better camera angle. Oh, there's a van there. Sorry, Mr. Van. And if we were to head on down this way, we would end back to our farm. You can see the lime station in the background. There you go, guys, that is it. My first map tour back from holiday. Feel a little bit better now after doing that. That is Somerset Farms by Steve's Mods. Hope you have all enjoyed the map tour. If you have, please give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.